Hello everybody, it's Jen. Just getting set up here. So I am home today. We have a huge blizzard out. Sorry, I have my computer on here so that I can see the comments as they come in. I just need to mute my computer. How's everybody doing today? We are in the midst of some horrific winter weather. We got lots of snow overnight and we are now in the midst of some ice pellets and freezing rain. Hi Jill, how are you? Are you getting blusterly winter weather as well? I'm assuming most people are going to watch this back on the replay given the time of day that I'm on, but I wanted to try my hand at doing some crafting with you. Hi Lee, can you guys hear me okay? So today I thought I would make some mini Valentine's Day cards with you. I need to make about 8 for my staff for tomorrow. I'm running a little bit behind. So I pulled out this older stamp set here from Tailored Expressions. This is called Valentine's Grumplings, and I thought that this would be fun to make some cards for my staff. I'm a little bit nervous about using the sentiments "You drive me nuts" for one of my staff, but I think they'll get the humor in it. I also pulled out the French Kiss Doodlebug design paper here. I thought that I might use that for some of the backgrounds. I haven't had a chance to use it yet. I bought this at a local craft store while I was in Arizona for Creativation, which was absolutely amazing. So I thought I could maybe use some of these papers. So the Tailored Expressions are red rubber stamps, and as you can see, I haven't used these before. I'm just going to pull those out. I do like to condition my stamps before I use them for the first time. It isn't as necessary for red rubber stamps. I just use a white eraser to do that. I find this is definitely beneficial when using clear or photopolymer stamps. So are any of you crafting with me while I make these cards today? Let me know what you're working on if you are. So I'm going to use my platform here. I will need to turn this around for the rubber stamps. I'm going to Copic color these. I've gone ahead and cut down some Copic friendly cardstock. I use Spectrum Noir Premium cardstock for my coloring. It's just what I started with, and so it's kind of what I've just continued working with all these years. So I don't even know how long I've been coloring now. I think maybe we'll just get 3 on here for now, see how these stamp up together. I'm going to use my Lawn Fawn Jet Black ink. I use this ink for my Copic coloring, I'd say 99% of the time. It's definitely my favorite. I find I get a really clear, crisp impression. Now I find that the stamp platform, it's a little tricky with the rubber stamps. I don't know if anybody else finds that as well. So Really Crazy for Paper says, no, I'm just watching while I craft. Well, thanks for joining me. I'm hoping to do more lives. We'll see how this one goes. I I think it might be a little tricky for me because I don't know if most of you are like this, but I typically craft alone. So I'm not used to talking while I craft. So this will kind of be a little bit new for me, but I think it'll be fine. So I'm just gonna clean these up really quickly with my stamped chamois, which also needs a good bath. I love this thing, I use it all the time. Anybody else making Valentine's Day cards this year? I feel like it crept up very quickly this year, and I'm feeling like I'm really behind on my Valentine's card making. I'm just gonna try to zoom you in a little bit here. So I think I'm gonna start with the little pig here. The images are really crisp. When I'm looking at it on my computer, it's not looking like they are, but I don't know if that's just my computer or if it's seeming that way for you as well. Yes, I love my chamois too. Lots of love for the chamois. So I typically make little cards for my staff for various occasions. Usually, oh, I got a cat here. Usually Christmas, Valentine's, what else? You do them for Halloween. It's kind of a nice little something to let them know that I appreciate all the work that they do. My ink is still a little bit wet here, so you can see it is moving around some of that ink. I find with the lighter colors that that will often happen. But I'm really not worried about having my Copic coloring too precise for these. These are just little thank you cards, like I said, and so I'm not going to spend hours coloring each one. So I'm thinking for the belly, maybe doing it a little bit darker. Maybe bringing in the R20 and then maybe just doing a two color blend here, the R20 and the R30, I think, for the feet as well, and maybe the insides of the ears just to darken that up, and the nose. So what's everybody up to today? Those of you who are able to join me live, are you staying warm? Are you in warm places and you don't have to worry about winter weather? That would be so nice. I always say that I was born in the wrong country. I live in Canada, so actually I think I'm gonna do the little bat's ears and belly in the pink as well. And we have winter here for, oh goodness, I mean, it starts getting cold here in, actually I wanted to do the R20 first, but it starts getting cold here late October, early November, and often can go right through April to May. So I try to get away from the cold as much as I can, but I hate it. Oh, Jill, you're working from home today. Must be nice that you can work from home and watch crafty videos. I would love that. And you're snowed in as well a little bit. So I'm going to grab out my cool gray markers, I think, next to do the bat and the skunk. It's definitely different doing live videos compared to doing videos and having the luxury of being able to edit them. I think that's basically what's kept me from doing live videos for so long now, is just, like I said, not being used to crafting and talking at the same time. It definitely feels a little weird, but I guess it's like anything else. The more you do it, the easier it will become. The C7 is so dark. Hi Heather, how are you doing today? Thanks for joining me. Heather from Heather's Crafty Life. I actually got to meet Heather when we were at Creativation. So it was her first time going as well as my first time going, and I've seen some of her posts and stuff, and I think she was just as thrilled about the experience as I was. It was like nothing I've ever experienced before, that's for sure. Meeting all kinds of amazing people in the crafting industry and being around people who share the same passion as you do for several days was just amazing. I went down with the Scrapping for Less design team, and we had a house, so that was a lot of fun. And Courtney and I, Courtney from Courtney Creeber here on YouTube, we shared a room with bunk beds. So we got to know each other very well on that trip and had a great time. We literally barely slept and were up for, I think we maybe slept 5 hours a night, maybe, and just talked about crafting and YouTube and, you know, all those things that you don't get to really talk about all the time. I don't know about most of you, but I don't have a lot of crafty friends where I am, where I can go and craft with them. I don't know if I'm really loving this bat. I probably shouldn't have done the pink on him. I think I'm going to try to dull that down a little bit. Now, are the images looking like they're very faint to you as well, or is it just the way it's coming across for me looking at it from my computer? I'm doing the live from my phone. Oh, you were so close to Creativation and not able to go. That's too bad. It was amazing. I don't know if some of you caught my live videos and followed me on Instagram, but I got to meet so many amazing people, and like I said, everybody is just as nice in person as they are in the crafting world, our social media crafting world, I guess. So yeah, so this skunk is pretty cute. I love Tailored Expressions, and their little Grumplings series is just so cute. So I'm going to try to just do a little bit of my darkest color here. use it pretty sparingly. You can see that the color is moving nicely. I love my C markers a lot. I use them quite a bit. When I first started my Copic collection, the C's were actually the first ones that I got. I feel like there's so many things out there that we color gray. So typically, I know the rule of thumb is using warm grays for live animals. But when I want a really true black, I don't know, there's something about using the cool grays. So they're kind of my go-to, even though most, I guess, experienced Copic colorists probably wouldn't use the C markers for live objects, but it's crafting and I kind of feel like we can do whatever we want. Don't be afraid to say hi when you join us. There's a few more people on here now. So what's everybody working on? If you're not working on Valentine's Day cards, are you into spring cards already? I feel like I need a little bit more to bring that C5 down. Anybody else ready for spring like me? I'm just gonna bring the C5 down actually under his eyes a bit more, and then come back in and just leave a very little spot here for the C3. I think that will look like it's much more blended. So I'm going to do the whites with some gray shadows here. I love his little belly button mark. I just want to make sure I'm leaving a lot of white space here. Now my plan was to cut this out, just fussy cut the images, but now as I'm looking at this, I'm realizing it may be hard to do that with the skunk anyways, with the, that was the C00. I want the C01 here. Might be a little hard to do that with the little squiggly line, so maybe I'll have to stamp those back in after. Yeah, Jill says spring can come soon. Jill, you're working on Christmas cards. Oh, that's amazing. Jill has to be one of the sweetest card creators I know. She makes a ton of cards for people throughout the year. She's always sending them. She donates a lot of cards. It's really wonderful. I'm feeling like our little bat here needs a little bit more color. Hi, Jamie. Hope all is well with you. Are you getting snow? Actually, I don't want to do. It is just horrible out here today. I'm going to darken this guy up quite a bit. Do a little bit darker on the belly. So I said I wasn't going to fuss over these too much, and here I am fussing over them. It's kind of hard, isn't it, when we're used to doing stuff a certain way. But I'm really darkening him up quite a bit. I think that looks a lot better. I'm going to go in after I'm done coloring and I'll do some more detailing with my white gel pen, just to really bring them alive. So for the little hearts and other elements, I think I'm going to keep it pretty simple. And I'm going to do it just in pinks just to kind of save time. So of course I'll probably grab out my favorite pink combination. Anybody who watches my channel, can you name what that pink combination is? I'm sure you can. I use it all the time. So I probably don't need 4 colors here, but I'm gonna grab out the R39, the R85, and the R83. Hi Teresa! Teresa from Scrapping for Less is here. Teresa, I was just talking a little bit about our trip to Arizona for Creativation and how amazing it was. I said to Teresa before we were leaving that she definitely made my dream come true by allowing me to be a part of that experience. It was, I know I've already said it, but it was really amazing. So I'm gonna do the flowers the same color here. Like I said, I'm just gonna keep this really simple just because I want to do these fairly quickly, seeing I need to give them out to my staff tomorrow. Nothing like leaving it to the last minute. So yeah, I'm probably not going to get all 4 colors on this. These images here are pretty tiny. Teresa, is it nice and sunny in Florida today? You're so lucky. I wish I could live in Florida all year round. We've actually been pretty lucky, I feel, this year. But today is just horrible. Just trying to think what color I want to do the skunk's nose. Maybe I'll just do the R83 and R81, seeing I already have it out on my table. Give him a bright pink nose. I feel like our little pig here needs some rosy cheeks. So I'll probably grab out my, well, maybe I should do it with the R81, because I think if I do it with the R20 it will blend in too much. But this might be a little bit too dark, but that's okay. I can come back in with the E000. So how many of you enjoy watching live YouTube videos? Do you prefer watching them live as they happen? Do you prefer watching them on replay? Do you even bother watching replays? Hi Michelle! Yay, you made it! You and the baby are watching. That's awesome. You got to start her off with the crafting lifestyle early. So I'm just using my black glaze pen here, and I'm just dipping it onto the eyes very sparingly. Actually, I'm going to do his little nostrils as well for the pig. And I just got it all over myself. Jill, you like watching both? What's a good length of time that you will watch a live video? I always wonder that. I'm just going to add some white gel detail here. I typically will watch them at night before going to bed, trying to see what people are up to on YouTube, getting caught up with all my crafty friends. So I find the white gel pen just really allows images to pop. Just that little added touch. You don't need much. So this will really help give our little black bat here some character as well. And I'm going to brighten up his teeth a little, but it's going to be hard to stay in the lines. I think I'm going to do his little frown marks in white as well. Maybe highlight beside the pig's ones too. Okay, so some quick coloring there. Now I just have to decide what I'm going to do with these little guys. I'm thinking the thing with these is that a lot of the sentiments, here let me show you, I'll turn this around. A lot of the sentiments are really long. So the love stinks would be pretty short, which would be easy on a 3x3 or a 4x4 card. So with that one, I guess this one would just be, the Cupid one would be your aim stinks. That's absolutely hilarious, but I could probably put it on the inside of the card. So maybe I should zoom out a little bit here. It's amazing how quickly the time actually goes. It's already been 26 minutes since I started this and I'm just finished coloring. So we'll probably only make these 3 on the live stream, and then I'll probably finish them up on my own. So I'm just looking for some dies here. I think I'm gonna keep it pretty simple and just cut them out, but I probably didn't leave enough room here. So that one's definitely too big. It would be this size. So that fits pretty good with him. Maybe an oval. Really crazy for papers asking if these have matching dies. I don't think so. I think that will probably work. I may fussy cut out the little pig. I don't think these have matching dies. This is a really old set actually. I got it on clearance and I'm just looking for some purple tape here. I actually got this purple tape in my freebie bag. I went to a Simon Says Stamp and Scrap Up in Today magazine event while I was at Creativation, and we got 2 bagfuls of stuff. It was amazing. So I got this purple tape in my bag, which I had never used before. So that was fun. Hi Stacy, how you doing today? Are you getting a huge snowstorm as well? I was talking earlier about Creativation. Stacy's on the Scrapping for Less design team as well, so she was with me in Phoenix. So that's pretty cute, just nice and simple for some mini cards. Now I don't know what to do with our little pig here. If I should just fussy cut him. I might be able to. I don't think the circle is gonna work, but I might be able to use a really small square die. Which will be nice. It'll be some, that's too small, I think. Although it works. I think my next size up is too big. Yeah. Oh, crafting problems when things don't fit. Sorry, just have to take a drink. Happy Mail Stamper is here. Hi, Joanne. Thanks for joining us. I was just asking folks how often they watch YouTube live videos and if they like them. Joanne, are you a fan of YouTube live videos? Excuse me. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and use this square even though it's really tiny. But because I'm doing these little 3x3 or 4x4 cards, I think it'll be just fine. It'll allow some of the paper to show through a bit more, I think. So this is my first actual live craft with me. You can see my phone jiggle there as I'm doing my die cutting. So this will just help me get a sense of what I can actually manage. I would like to keep them around an hour at the longest, I think. Hi, Kim. This is your first YouTube live. Yay! Thanks for joining. Crafty Foodie Mama, hello. She never seems to catch a live video until now. Well, there you go. So exciting. The lighting is a bit, I feel like I just purchased some LED lighting over the Christmas holidays. Sorry, I'm talking to you and I am not doing anything. So I have a really big one hanging under a shelf over top of my desk, which is, I think, is what's causing most of the bright lighting there, which is, I think, making them a little bit hard to see. So I'm wondering if this paper will work. Let me see here. Start from the beginning. This is cute. It's got all the little envelopes. I've got some of these already pulled apart here. I think the hearts are really cute. I might use that one more than once because there's the heart on the pig and then there's the heart with the bat. Yeah, Jamie saying she needs new lighting and a camera. I just ended up purchasing it at Home Depot. And I put in a new light above me that's LED as well, and it's daytime lighting. And it's great. I can now film videos, you know, not having to wait for the sun. And especially in winter here in Canada, I mean, we only get sunlight for like 2 hours a day. And I'm usually at work. So I think these are the ones that I'm going to use. So now I just need to decide if I'm going to do 3x3 cards. Just looking for my ruler here. So this one would be almost filling the 3x3 card. So I'm wondering if I should do a 4x4 for that one. Okay, so I think I'm going to do them square. I could also do, so this is almost 3x3. So that would work for that one. It would definitely obviously work for that one, but not so much this one. So we'll have to figure out what I'm doing with this one. So I think for our little bat here, I'm going to use this one. Yeah, lighting is definitely, I think, the most challenging part about filming. And a good camera is helpful, but it's not necessary. I just shoot from my iPhone 6S Plus. And honestly, it's just the easiest for me. I can do my first 2 rounds of edits right on my phone. And the quality is really good. I don't know if I like the bat with the multicolored hearts. What do you guys think? I think he almost looks cuter on the red one. I think the pig looks better. I'm going to cut this, what size do I want to do for this one? I think he looks cute on that one. I think I might do a 3x4 card for this one. So I might actually just cut that into a 3x4. We'll see if that's gonna work. I probably won't worry about making the, I think that will be cute if I put the sentiment on here as well. I need heart dies. Does anybody have a recommendation for their favorite heart dies? I need like nesting hearts. If you have favorites, let me know. Just trying to decide what I want to do here. I feel like this little guy needs something a bit more behind him. So maybe I will, there was a plaid paper in this. Oh, actually, there's a dark blue one here. I wonder if I matte him on that. I think that might look better. So let's stick him onto the blue here, and then I'll just trim that out. Those of you who watch my videos, you'll know that I have a love-hate relationship with this particular bottle of Nuvo. That one is clogging on me. My other one never clogged. Wait, I gotta make sure I get this on the right way. So I think this will just give a little bit of backing. Now normally I would use my trimmer because I don't trust myself with cutting, but because this one has the line that I can follow, it's a bit easier. We probably still won't get it straight. That definitely looks a little bit better. So I'm going to have to stamp the sentiments on the inside, I think. So there's a recommendation for the Alti New. I can never say that. Hearts, I'll have to check those out. Autocorrect strikes again. Don't you hate when that happens? Okay, I feel like I need to pick up the pace here. So I think I'm going to leave these two just as they are. I'm going to add them on some fun foam. So I just need to do that. I have some fun foam here that I got off of Amazon, which is a lot more affordable than the 3M. I do love the 3M foam tape, but it's pricey, especially here in Canada. I don't know if it's a lot cheaper if you're in the States or not. I feel like a bunch of us need to get together and go in on purchasing bulk necessary craft supplies. I feel the same with my ATG refills. For some reason, Michaels isn't really carrying them here anymore. So that's getting harder to find as well. So I'm just going to put these on. My Favorite Things has good heart dies as well. Their dies are just amazing anyways. I have a lot of their dies. Well, if you watch my channel, you know how much I love the blueprints. I think it's 27. I use that one all the time. the stitched scalloped rectangle from that set. I use it probably on every third card maybe. So Jill says she gets her ATG refills through Tape Jungle. I wonder if they deliver to Canada. Okay, so I just need to make some card bases really quickly here. Just gotta search for my Recollections cardstock. And of course I need to open a new package of 100. So I make my card bases out of Recollections just because it's easily accessible for me. I do have a Michael's about 20 minutes away from where I live, but it's close to where I work. So I think this is my 3rd or 4th 100 sheet package this year, so that tells you how many cards I make. I don't even know what to do with all of my cards. It's not quite the same here as it is for you in the States. I feel like there's a lot more opportunities in the States to donate cards to hospitals and those kinds of things. Okay, so my one long one is going to be 3 by 4, so I need to do that one 3 by 8, and then score it at 4. And then my other two, I'm doing 3 by 3 cards, so I'll do 3 by 6 and score it 3 inches. I need to get another sheet of paper. I cut that the wrong way. If I cut it the other way, I would have gotten more out of it. That's okay. I use all my scraps for something. Okay, 3 by, did I cut that wrong? No, 3 by 6. I'm just going to score these really quickly and then I can work on the insides, and I'll probably add some stickers or something to these. I did grab out my Valentine's container before I started the video. Now I only have the massive Martha Stewart scoreboard. I need to get the card making size one, but since they stopped selling Martha Stewart at Michael's, I just haven't seen it, and it's not something I think about until I go to use it and then I want it. So really simple cards today. I thought that these would be perfect for my first live craft with me video. What kind of things do you like to watch in live videos? Do you like coloring, putting the entire cards together? Will you watch anything like me, pretty much? I'm curious. Okay, so let's get these together. I think, I was going to use my ATG, but I better use my Nuvo glue here just to, I don't know, this might not have been a good decision, but I thought it would give me a little bit of wiggle room. I did get in my, sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit. Oh, and I didn't even cut this right. Oh, that's great. Okay, well, let's try to get this centered. I obviously didn't cut this panel the length I thought I did. Did anybody catch that when I was cutting it? But I was saying I did get a new craft glue in my freebie bag from the event that I went to at Creativation. Well, that worked out fine. It's a little bit shorter on the bottom than on the top, but that's okay. Has anybody ever used this glue? iCraft Dries Clear Permanent Ultra Bond Adhesive. So that's new, and hopefully I'll start trying that. I wanted to do a video of all of the goodies that I got at Creativation before I started using them, but time is just flying between trying to get caught up on design team projects and filming for those. I haven't had a chance to do it. I've also started a mini album of my trip to Arizona, and I'd be willing to share that if anybody is interested in seeing that. I'm going to a crop next weekend, and I'm hoping to get some more work done on it there. Of course, these little guys aren't laying down flat, so you can't really see them. I'll just put my bone folder over top. And then you can actually see them. I like how this square die, now these squares and circles are both MFT dies, but I like how it leaves a little bit of the white space. Teresa says the papers are so cute. Hi Teresa, welcome. These are the Doodlebug French Kiss, is it called? Yeah, the Doodlebug French Kiss. Really, really, really cute. I'm just trying to use some of that up. Okay, so I think I'll do the insides really quickly before we wrap up. And my stamps are under a pile of stuff here. So I wonder if I'm going to trust myself to do these with a stamping block. I think so. So I'm just trying to figure out which is which at this point. So the bat is I'm a Sucker for You. Let's do the Try Again Cupid. That's this one. Now I'm hoping this is going to fit on the inside of our card here. So I'm just gonna tuck these two over here. Well, I'll just move that out of the way. It's not really helping that much anyways. So for my sentiments, I always use the VersaFine. I'm dying to use VersaFine Claire ink. Mary Polanco uses that all the time. I'm just going to stamp this out to see how, if I have a good crisp impression. Yeah, so it kind of, the ink kind of pooled up on the bottom of the U. I did notice that. So Mary has been talking about the VersaFine Claire, and I tried to find it while I was in Arizona and I couldn't. And none of the stores here in Canada that I know carry it. But it's got a different top to this one, so it's not hinged, so I feel like it will be so much easier to use. Okay, so I clearly didn't get that straight, but that's okay, because my staff aren't going to care. It's the thought that counts, right? Oh, these little guys are flipping open here, like I can't keep them under control. So I'm just cleaning that off, and then for the bat, the bat one is I'm a Sucker for You. So I'll still need to make 5 more cards after I get these ones done. Of course, I can't craft without having cat hair everywhere. But they go pretty quickly once you've colored them. So there's that one, I'm a Sucker for You. It's pretty cute. And then the little skunk here is Love stinks. I'm going to put that one up closer to the top. Now, like I said, I do have some of my Valentine's Day stuff out. I'm just trying to see what people are. Love Mary. Yes, I love Mary too. She is absolutely sweet. I don't know. Teresa's asking if the VersaFine Black Onyx and the VersaFine Claire are the same other than the container. I'm not sure if they reformulated their ink or not. Yeah, this stamp set is super cute. It's old and I think it's retired, but I just had to use it. So I'm going to grab some stickers here, and then, which I have a ton of, and I never seem to use enough of my Valentine's Day stuff. But I was thinking, I have these old crepe paper. I wish I could get these to close. That's the one thing I find with the 110 pound is it is hard to keep them closed. So I think what I'm going to do is this going to work? No. I need to kind of keep them down so I can see. I was thinking of using these. So this is old. This is 2015 Hello Love. But I was thinking these might be really cute. The ones that say Happy Valentine's Day. But I will need to pop those up with a little bit of foam. So I'll just cut that really quickly. How do you all celebrate Valentine's Day? We don't really celebrate it that much. I just find it becomes really expensive to go out. Oh, Crafty Not Shifty, hello, beautiful. Happy almost Valentine's Day to you as well. Another lovely, lovely lady that I got to meet in Arizona. And she was one of the ones that I was talking about that is just as lovely in person as in YouTube world, which is always nice. So I think that looks really cute, and yay for using up some stickers. I'm wondering if this color, I think that one will go as well. These are driving me nuts that they're not staying down. It's probably not very professional to have a bone folder over them in a video. You're celebrating with a bath and an early night. Oh, nice, except your partner's working, so that is kind of sucky. So this stamp set is Valentine Grumplings by Tailored Expressions. I do think that it is retired. Sorry to be using something that's retired, but one of my goals this year is to use up stuff in my stash that I haven't used. The paper that I'm using is French Kiss by Doodlebug, so I'm kind of pairing some older product with some newer product. So I think I'm just going to, I'm actually going, do I want to see some of the blue? What do you think? No, maybe I'll just do it right up to that line. Kim says it's always good to use what you've got. It is. We tend to really get quite a stash going, don't we? Okay, so one more sticker on the front. Do you think I should add some enamel hearts to finish this off, or do you think they're good just the way they are? These are sticking to my fingers. Hi, Allie! That's okay. Better late to the party than never. I'm hoping to do more of these. I was just doing this one while I was home on a snow day to test out what it's like to do a live craft with me. I was saying, for those of you who have joined late, it definitely, it made me nervous because I'm so used to crafting on my own, and I'm not used to talking while I'm crafting, so I really didn't know how I'd be able to manage, but it's been fun, and I'd love to do more. So I'm just using up some old stickers that I have. I'm just gonna take a drink here. Anybody, I want to see if there's any votes for, do I bling these up with some extra hearts or should I leave them? I mean, it's kind of hard to tell with that bone folder in the middle of the screen. Oh, jeez. You think they're perfect? Oh, we've got add some bling, extra's good, and we've got leave them. We're kind of like half and half. Oh, maybe I'll bling some of them and leave some of them. I feel like, I wish I had Mary's magnetic mat right now and could just put a magnet on these so they would stay down. I have some of these hearts. I think these are recollections. What do we think? They don't really super match the colors that I have on these cards. Now I realize when you said bling, you were probably meaning bling and glitter, and I'm giving you shiny enamel, which isn't quite the same thing. We can give some shininess to them with some glitter marker. I wonder, did anybody else used to have these? Do you remember when these were the coveted sticker of, it must have been what, 20, I'm gonna guess like 2013, maybe 2014. I mean, I bought packs and packs of these. Jamie's saying add them to the skunk. Yeah, the paper from this one with the little Valentines is so cute. That's one of the ones in the, I'm just gonna move him in the center, French Kiss paper collection. Jamie, you said add them to the skunk. Do you just mean around the skunk or actually on where the skunk is? Anybody have a preference? I'll add one more maybe here. Those are cute, and I'm using up some of my stuff. Michelle says she still has these hearts. Jamie still has these hearts. That is so funny. I feel like that was back in the day, old school YouTube. I'm actually going to put some of these on with our bat too, because I actually really like how they look, and I'm liking even more that I'm using up some of my stuff. So here we go. Should we add just a little bit of shimmer before we say goodbye? Teresa says she doesn't have any of those. I like them with the hearts too. All right, so just a final touch. So I don't know if Stacy's still on here, but Stacy actually gifted me this Nouveau Shimmer. I think they call it the Shimmer pen when we were in Arizona, and I used it today for a card that I made for a design team project for the first time, and it is so super shiny. I love it. I would say it's probably my favorite out of, I do like the Spectrum Noir. That was the one that I used the most before this. And then, what was the original one we all had? The Wink of Stella. So I'd say the Nouveau just moved into first place for me, and then the Spectrum Noir glitter brush marker, and then I can't even, I keep forgetting what this is called, the Wink of Stella. Shimmer on their belly. Yep, shimmer on their bellies. I don't know if you can see, but I think those turned out cute. So now I just need to make 5 more and life will be good, and I will have been able to make these for my staff, which is great because I didn't think I was going to have time. I wouldn't have if today wasn't a snow day. So I'm going to sign off now. So shimmer pens must have, yes, absolutely. Thanks everybody who was able to join me live, and if you're watching the replay, thank you so much as well. And I hope you all have a great day, and I hope to see you soon on another live video. Thanks, Teresa. Have a great day as well. Bye, Jill. Bye, Jamie. Thanks, Kim. Have a good day. Okay, I'll see you.